Hi. Good morning. You cutie. What am I doing? Putting peppermint, 100% pure natural oil, essential oil in my diffuser. I just got this. I told you, I got this as a gift. I love minty smells. It smells very fresh to me. So I put a shit ton of essential oils in there. So yeah. Love it. What do we got on today's agenda? You guys know. You guys already know. I don't even have to tell you at this point. At least I shouldn't. Don't be weird. Don't act new with me. What the heck? I thought you're my best friend. You're supposed to know where I'm going right now. Where am I going? If you're new, I'll give you a pass, but where am I going? There we go. If you guys gym, good job. This is what it looks like in the morning. This is a small ass table, by the way. This is what I'm thinking. I'm gonna put my bed on that side, scoot it all the way, and then put the table on this side. And then I'm kind of thinking I gotta see the angles obviously, but if this looks kind of weird on camera, if this all looks weird on camera, because obviously I'm gonna be sitting down and recording, I might just angle it, kind of like that. And then put the ring light behind it. You might see what's going on. The problem is my chair is so damn big. So I have a Secret Labs chair. This thing was pricey too, it was like $600. So that thing is just ginormous in comparison to the real estate that I have in my room, which is, to be honest with you, not that much. So I guess we'll see what's going on. I forgot my pre. What do I drink in my pre? Bro, so it's amino energy. I'm trying to be a little bit healthier, and I feel like that's the healthiest way of ingesting caffeine, maybe. I guess I'm drinking that with beetroot powder, organic beetroot powder, which I got gifted to me on my birthday. Because my friend was like, Aryan, your blood pressure is too high. So you need beetroot powder so your blood pressure comes down. That was funny. He's like, Aryan, you rage a lot. I used to rage a lot. This is one of my good friends too. And we try to not buy each other sick gifts, right? Not sick, I mean expensive gifts. Because it's kind of pointless. The wealthier you get, the funnier the gifts get, right? Because what's my partner realistically gonna buy me that I can't buy myself? You get me? Side profile. But yeah, I mean, realistically, what's he gonna buy me that I can't buy myself, right? Because we never care about the gifts. So, when they buy shit like that for me, or I buy stupid shit like that for them, it's funny because it's thoughtful, more so than anything else. He's like, Aryan, you work a lot, you're the best partner I have, I gotta make sure you're healthy. Oh man, that's what I just think that stuff is fucking hilarious, bro. I think that stuff is it's just really funny. I got him a Louis belt for his birthday. It's because I heard him complaining one time. He's like, dude, I don't have any luxury belts. I'm too cheap to go buy some. And I was like, all right. So I just used the company card. And I was I'm kidding. I didn't use the company card. All right, don't get it. I actually didn't. No, it was my own card. I just thought that'd be pretty funny. It's gifts like that genuinely make it funny. I've gotten gifted a whole array of things. And I tell people on my birthday, because I don't really take my birthday serious at all. If you're a man and you take your birthday serious, do you sit down when you pee? You know what I mean? What's up with you? Unless if it's okay, you haven't celebrated it in 10 years and you're all right, I want to have one big one. All right, cool. Realistically as a man, your 18th birthday is cool. And then your 21st. And then after that, it's your bank account. After that, it's you celebrate accomplishments. You don't necessarily celebrate things, right? But yeah, I tell people on my birthday all the time, bro, give me something meaningful. Give me something thoughtful. Give me something, bro. Let me show you that. That's a tunnel going into the street, underground, by the way. Damn, these guys did dig up a lot. That's insane. Good for them, bro. But yeah, I tell people, get me thoughtful stuff, bro. Get me something that's either funny or thoughtful. I don't want it to be expensive. I don't want expensive gifts. I don't want expensive. That stuff is meaningless, you know? Unless you want to buy me a Richard Mille, that's perfectly fine too. Like, I would not, you know what? I would not be opposed to that at all. The RM, any RM will do, preferably a Bubba Watson. Those are very nice, right? Like, I'd be completely fine with one of those. I'm kidding, bro. I'm kidding. But no, seriously, like, the gifts I like are meaningful. Something that holds a weight to them, right? Or something that's meaningful to you that you want to share with me. That makes it more, that's like the best thing. Because it's like, dang, you think you cherish, you know, X, and you want to give it to me as a gift. That's like me, that's like a whole different, like, you know what I'm saying? Or like a note. I still have notes from my birthday from set people, and I don't necessarily, it's not like I talk to those people in my life anymore. And those people aren't in my life anymore, but I still cherish that. You know what I'm saying? Because that was a memory that individual and I shared. Girls and guys. It's been a girl and a guy. You know what I'm saying? Those used to be my very close friends, or those used to be people in my life that I cherished a lot. And I still, you know, if I see them, I'll say what's up, but it's not like I'm going to waste my time anymore, you know, because I figured out who they are. The gesture of doing that, the thought of that means more to me. So yeah, you know, sometimes even a note, a letter about, you know, our friendship, or, you know, it's either that or an RM. So I mean, kidding, I'm kidding. Why did we even get on this topic? You know, when like you distract your mom when you're like growing up, she's like, oh, I can't focus because of you. It's like, should I start gaslighting you like that? Like, no, you can't. If you live in a big city, bro, you understand like the amount of just pretty people around. It's like, when did God sculpt you? Like, when you go to LA, you'll just see just, oh my God. Like, I'm just like my jaw is just open the whole time. And when you go to Miami, it's like, if you haven't gone to a big city, just explore. Not even for chicks, just to explore. Dude, you are missing out, my friend. You are missing out. Like, there are people out there that you didn't even know existed. You don't even know how these people are real. Does that make sense? It's like, dude, how? How are you even real? Sometimes I question myself, and I'm like, dude, am I like seeing something? Like, dude, sometimes like you go to, like in Miami, obviously the Latina, obviously I haven't gotten you a mount, obviously. The Spanish population there, Spanish, Latino, whatever, bro. There's a lot of people from Cuba, Nicaragua, Argentina, Spain. And I mean, arguably Miami is more diverse than like LA, Southern California, which is crazy to me. But because even here is like extremely diverse. But over there, it's like predominantly Spanish speaking cultures, like Cuba, whatever. There's a lot of Spanish people there, right? Of Spanish descent. And brother, like when I tell you, there's a girl at a coffee shop and it's like, she's just like a barista. And you're like, how are you even legal? Like, how is it legal to look that good? You can't, like, it's not even like, oh dude, she's so hot, I want to shoot my shot. No. You're missing my point here, brother. Like, you're talking about a Greek fucking sculpture. These people, they look like they're just straight out of a catalog. Like, dude, I don't even know how to begin to explain. Like, your server, she just comes by like, hi, and I choke. What the you kidding me? I choked up. I'm like, hi. She's pretty, SpongeBob. Every time a server comes up to you over there, she's just fucking gorgeous, and she's just like, hi, can I get you something? And I'm just like, yeah, could I? And then I just turn into that. Like, dude, oh my God. So yeah, if you're upset, you know, I don't even know how the fuck we got on this topic, bro. I'm just yapping. If you're upset that, you know, your ex left you or whatever, just, you know, go to a big city. You'll be fine, you know? I love you guys, man. I love you guys. All right, listen, let me go listen to my music, and then I'll call you after the gym. All right, I love you. Bye. What's up? My mic wasn't connected. Dude, oh, I'm so sore. I don't know if some of you make content or you don't. Some of the comment section, bro, some people are just such haters, bro, for like no reason. It's actually hilarious. Some dude's like, he's trying to like get under my skin. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it like pisses me off, and then I remember, I'm like, why? Like, why am I even getting mad? People are just like, I don't know. I think it's like, I don't even know, dude. There's no way these people are real. But then again, there are a lot of idiots in this world. So I don't doubt that these people exist. I'm just glad they're not in my sphere of existence. Today was definitely a good session in the gym. It wasn't light, I'll say that. Definitely was not a light session. Good session though, I mean, I'm not complaining about it, but my goodness, am I tired. I just need to chill for a little bit because today I'm gonna be recording, at least I'm gonna try to record a decent amount of videos. I want to because I feel like I'm falling behind in that sense. Some of you guys might know I have a marketer, you know, helps me out with some of the content stuff. He's also my editor. He's cool. So I'm falling behind on some of the stuff. I'm not necessarily like, oh my God, I'm like really far behind. No, that's not how it is. I just feel like I'm falling behind. I know I can take this content thing just a little bit further. So yeah, that's just kind of what I want to do right now. But first is food, because Aryan gets very upset when he does not have food. Aryan gets hangry. Now it is time for eggs. Dude, eggs are so goated, bro. Chickens, shout out to all the chickens. I'm sure your kid was gonna be great, but they taste great. Kidding, bro. But eggs, if you guys don't consume eggs, bro, I consume eggs damn near about every day. One, because they're very easy to, and two, they're very nutritious. If you ain't on the egg game, bro, get on it. Hard boiled, I don't care, bro. As long as they're not scrambled. I mean, I'll eat scrambled eggs too, bro, but I don't know. I prefer mine sunny side up. I like the runny yolk. And then I just put it in those carb-free tortillas. Boom. Like healthy breakfast. This is my ticket I got, bro. I got a ticket for 60 bucks or 40 bucks. But yeah, bro, that's basically about it. I mean, finished the gym, tired now. There was a, what's it called? Like, I think the higher ups, like gym management was there. So they kept like closing down different parts of the gym. Or maybe the owner was there. I have no clue. More power to him if it was the owner. You run a very nice facility. Super cool though. Every day I just try to keep myself like entertained, bro, with like random shit. I just like seeing what's going on. Now I'm tired, bro. I'm very exhausted. I also slept kind of weird. Like, I didn't sleep bad, but I just slept like weird. The time was off. I wish I would have slept earlier, but I was building this dumbass table. I was like getting so frustrated with it last night. I don't know why. Like, I think it's like a requirement for anything that you buy from like IKEA or Amazon. Make an instructions video. Make a video of it. They put all these animations on there and half of them don't fucking make sense. It's like, dude, how am I supposed to do it? So then you're sitting there kind of being able to read the instructions, and then the other half, you're just guessing. At least that's what I do, bro. There's no way you can sit there and tell me, yeah, you get it first try every time. If Aryan doesn't understand it, whoever does, automatic nerd. No, I mean, I'm being serious though. It just makes no sense to me, dude. I don't understand. You're supposed to get that done. Like, it makes no sense. Oh, Aryan, you're having onion with breakfast again? Tastes kind of good. I mean, obviously if there was a chick over, I'm not gonna have fucking onions with my breakfast, like duh. But now that I'm by myself, might as well get my nutrients. Am I wrong? Don't think so. I don't have any student calls today. I told you guys I closed my calendar. We have a shit ton of work to do on the back end. Because my calendar is closed, I kind of saved it. It's like half-half. Like half for me and half for them. Because you guys, like, not a lot of people know this, bro. There's no other coaches in my program besides me. And I purposely made it like that because right now I don't trust anyone to take my position full time. I mean, there are people in the program crushing it, but can they handle the amount of stress that I go through in a day? I don't necessarily see anybody qualified yet. These are 5 eggs. Make 10 eggs for breakfast. I mean, but then you guys might be like, oh my God, that's so many eggs. I don't eat all the yellows, the yolks, right? Like out of these 10 eggs, I might have 2 yolks. Why, you may be asking? I am trying to get jacked. And then you might be asking me, why don't you just buy the egg whites from Costco? Bro, I don't know. I mean, I don't really view that shit as like healthy. I used to drink it. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I would just drink the egg whites straight up. I know that sounds gross to some of you, but the gym people, if there are any watching, they can relate, bro. Like, I don't really find it gross to be, oh my gosh, there's an eggshell all the way in the bottom, dude. It's so annoying. But yeah, for my people that go to the gym, they know what's up. Like, it ain't too gross, especially, like, because then you just start getting used to it. At least I did. I used to just crack eggs and just drink them. I used to do that for a while. I didn't even know salmonella existed. And then someone was like, yeah, bro, like you get really sick by doing that. I was like, okay, well, maybe I shouldn't do that. Now I just kind of do this. Time consuming? Yes. Healthier? I sure hope so, you know? Getting this done. I got to respond to like at least 40 people. They have questions, they got concerns, they got comments. I got a meeting tonight with the partners. That's a big one. That's a big one. That's going to be definitely interesting to see what people have to say, where people are going about it, you know, where everyone's thought process is, where they are currently. Might have to do something like that because after this shop gets open, that's realistically my third shop in a year. If we can do that with the current state that we're in, we could realistically open up 3 more. But if I want to succeed on social media, which by the grace of God, I have been doing very well at, there has to be somebody in my place and in a few partners' places because they're getting busier as well with other, you know, obligations that they have or other aspirations that they want to pursue, which is fine. If the company has to be running at full speed, then we have to have people running the company at full speed, right? Which takes a lot of trial and error, right? Like these aren't small positions that they're filling. So, you know, I just got to talk to them and be like, guys, like, what do you guys think with hiring X, Y, and Z for X, Y, and Z position? My role, a lot of people think like, oh, my role is just being the boss. Not really. My role is being the boss, being, you know, sometimes like settling disputes between the guys. And, you know, there's just different hats that you put on as a business owner, which is fun. Like, it's genuinely great. But finding somebody competent enough to do that and somebody who cares enough, that's the difficult part. Because as any, you know, great business owner will tell you, nobody cares about your business as much as you do. You might not believe that yet, but trust me, when you get into business, not a lot of people care. That's fine. If you want to run a shit company, that's completely fine, right? You got to have people that genuinely want to see the ship grow and see the company rise as a whole. Like, for example, I got a text from one of my guys today, and in one of the shops, we hit $70,000 last month. Obviously, it's a smog shop, but it's a mechanic shop as well. So, you know, those numbers are pretty well. And those numbers are actually very well in comparison to how long the business has been in operation for, right? What did that individual basically mention? He's like, you know, we hit 70K this month. I'm going to try to push for 80K this month. This month. He cares about the business like it's his own. That's what you don't necessarily see in a lot of, I don't want to say employees and, you know, bring them down or anything, but you know, in a lot of employees and a lot of people in the business sphere, right? Especially if they're hired by you. Because granted, this individual gets compensated very well through my company, right? So it's not like I'm not paying him for his worth, I am. But you know, a lot of people view that as an opportunity to just get a decent check and just relax and chill. That's some people's cup of tea, and that's precisely why they stay in the same position that they're in, you know, for an extended period of time. It's kind of how you have to think about it. Nobody cares about your business as much as you do. No one. If you can find somebody that cherishes your business and cares about your business as much as it's their own, don't ever get rid of that individual. You know, loyalty for us, I tell my guys this all the time. You be loyal to me, I'll be loyal to you till the end. I don't care. You call me at 3 a.m. and you got to get bailed out of jail. I'm there for you, you know? And they know that too. Like there's been disputes and whatever with customers and such. Every business has that, right? And, you know, the customer says something out of pocket and I just stop the customer. I say, hey, look, stop right there, please. You know, I'm not going to sit here and have you disrespect my guys, you know, because my guys are here sacrificing their time with their family, their time with their loved ones every single day, and they're giving this company 100%. So I'm not going to sit there and have you belittle them. Does that make sense? And the customer understands, and the customer sees the loyalty that we run with, you know? There's been times where a customer blatantly lies, right? Like, I can't stop that. I look at the customer and I straight up tell him, like, you're lying. And this has happened maybe twice in my entire 6 years. There's been 2 customers that just try to pull a fast one on small businesses. These people are pieces of shit, and they will try to pull a quick one on your business. And I look at them and I just, you know, and they know it. Does that make sense? Deep down in their mind, right? Deep in there, they know what they're doing is wrong. But, most people don't have morals. And they just say something like, yeah, your employee said this, and that's extremely disrespectful. And I'm like, what do you want to bet that individual didn't say that? Because I know my guys. I know them, for Christ's sake. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is no way that they would say something like that. Does that make sense? No, there have been times where, the individual is upset. Right? Like, I had one of my guys, he was going through a divorce. Good looking guy, right? He looks great for 50, but, he's mid-50s, and his wife, they divorced, and she was trying to take the kid and the house and the guy and whatever. And I got him an apartment, and I said, take this and I'll pay you through this. Just pay your rent, whatever. And you could see the defeat in the guy's face, but that's when you pull a man from, from those depths that they won't ever leave you. And, I was helping him move his stuff in, and, we ultimately got him a car and all of that. Because she took everything. Like, when I'm saying everything, like, she took everything. And the guy basically had to start from zero. Luckily now, he's loving his life. He says, Aryan, that was the best thing that could have ever happened to me, whatever. And, he shook my hand. And there was nothing said between us, but there's a look. And I've had that look when I'm in the depths of fucking the 7th layer of hell. My life is just going bad. And there's that one person that just grabs you. And if I can be that person for my guys to show them, that, this company this is what we stand for, why not? And he shook my hand, and I just knew what he wanted to say, but he didn't say it. Those are the moments I live for. That gentleman's loyalty is with me for life. Don't get me wrong. We have our ups and downs, right? Like with every relationship, you have your ups and downs too. Every time, it's not even a matter of, oh, you're going to get fired. Like, that's not even in his mind, or in my mind for that matter. Does that make sense? Because I know this individual is not going to steal, is not going to, you know what I'm saying? Because there's just a level at which you're at with an individual, right? He always tells me, he says, Aryan, I trust you with my life. I have. And he genuinely has. So it's like, and I know I've seen his kid, and thankfully now his life is on a very upwards trajectory. But kind of tying this all back as a business owner, like, being a business owner is multiple different things. It's all your stress tolerance. Like, granted, when he was going through his worst time, I was acting like I wasn't going through anything, right? But arguably, that was one of my most difficult times in my life too. But I had to sacrifice myself and my emotions and my sadness and my, depression, if you want to call it, and my fatigue, and I had to be there for them. That's what being a business owner is, a good business owner, right? And that loyalty with your guys stays, man. That loyalty with your guys stays. Trust me when I tell you that. They will be there till the end. They will ride it out till the end for you. They really will. So those are the kind of people that I like to have on my side. Those are the kind of people that I tend to employ. Just go overall solid people. When all of that stuff happened, and and he was doing better and all of that, I won't get into too many details out of respect for him. I don't even know if he's watching this. I don't even know if he knows I make content. Most of my guys don't. After that, you start seeing, like, that shop was going from $1,500, $2,000 a day to $4,000 a day. So it's like that translates through work. You get what I'm saying? When your guys and your team and everyone's paid, everyone's happy, everyone's in a good environment, it's your job as a business owner to provide that good environment for your employees and your team members to thrive in. You get what I'm saying? So that shop definitely took a major step up. Major step up. Mixed with a few other things as well. But, right? The last thing I wanted was to, as a person, is to, fire somebody that's in the deepest parts of their life. You're just a shitty human being if you do that. You're supposed to grab someone and help them. If I could help one person through content or through whatever, through, seeing them in person, just having one smile at them and taking them out of that slumber, everyone's down on their luck sometimes. And if you're able to do that, genuinely, that translates a lot more throughout your life. I remember those days. Those days were tough for him, I'm so glad to see him now, happy and just excited. Loves life, and that's amazing. That's a beautiful thing. It's genuinely a good thing when you do that. You feel very good. It makes me want to wake up and do this, And then sometimes, you have your guys that are not good people, right? Like, you have that too. It's just the spectrum. But thankfully, most of the people that I've encountered have been amazing people. Genuinely good people, which is great. Let's see who texted me. Thank God nobody on this phone, and this phone's blown up. Oh, this is the dude that I'm talking about. So he said, bro probably has half his rent on it. I didn't even know you could put a rent on a credit card, but okay. I said, nah, rent's due today, bud. With a heart. He said, oh, is it due today? You still gotta pay? You still got rent to pay? By the way, any normal guy with a 700 credit score can get that card. Next time, try and flex at least 25,000 in spending, Joe. Bro, I spent like 20 grand across my credit card. Probably like 24 grand, actually. I'm thinking about it, but whatever. And I'm like, I'd be salty too, bro. I get it. He's like, who's salty but you? You're mad you can't spend 25K. What? Brother, I don't know. I don't get it. All right. Let's see how these chicken babies are looking. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. All right. I might have let this sit for a little bit too long. But it's okay. No need to stress. Because it tastes crispy and delicious. All right. What else I got here? I got to low-key stock up on my snacks. Because I ain't really have much, bro. I don't really have anything to snack on, which is not good. I love me some snacks. I don't want these to get too crispy. I don't like crispy tortillas. I like my tortillas to be like soft, chewy, you know? I love chewy tortillas, bro. Chewy flour tortillas, autobado tacos. Oh my Lord. Oh my goodness. Thank you, God, for this wonderful meal. This is just gonna be so good. I just know it, dude. All right, my beautiful people. Let me eat, and then let me call you right after. What's going on? Bro, I just got done filming like 20-something videos. I'm exhausted, and I gotta still respond to everybody, basically get everything. Account number. Was that the account number? Yeah. I gotta pay $1,000 invoice for one of the shops. Gotta get this guy. Okay, success. Thank you. This guy's done. Yeah, bro, I've just been shooting content. I'm low-key exhausted. Yeah, but that's the name of the game. Ah, that's what I'm saying. I cracked myself up, bro. All right, let's see. Let me pay my rent. Let me order some food, bros. I'm starving. Okay, $4,859.20. Yay. Thank you, your payment's being processed. Cool, I just spent 4,800 bucks. Nice. I don't even know how I'm supposed to pay my energy bill. Get the camera mount for you. So these are basically the mounts that I got you last time. Okay. But they're very annoying. You see, but it's like a clip. I don't want that, because then that shit's gonna slide off and the top part of your gimbal is gonna break off. So $179. Get the that just pissed me off. You know what? This gimbal bullshit, bro. I'm about to just figure you out. I'm gonna get a gimbal. I already have a gimbal downstairs. I'm just gonna fix that. He won't do one bay. That's what I've been doing with 7-Eleven. Please tell your client I'm willing to take more than one location if it meets my criteria. Period. I work off volume and my company is running lean with no debt. Period. It's a proven business model that works. Period. I'm tired of dealing with landlords that think they're the shit. You know what I'm saying? Realistically, get your money and shut the up, bro. Are you in the business of making money long term or short term? I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you want one tenant in there for 12 years or 12 tenants in there? Like, duh. You're not using the space anyway, dude. Like, why are you acting? Some people, look, bro, you will realize, dude, even like some of like the smartest, like the richest people you meet, they're dumb as fuck. Like, how are you not comprehending? It's a proven business model, clearly, that I have. Oh, my client doesn't want to do. He wants me to open up a mechanic shop there. I don't want that. You know, I can, I just don't want to deal with another mechanic shop. Get the on. Let me order some food. I'm feeling pokey. What are you feeling? But I remember one time I was so f***ed up, I ordered $150 worth of McDonald's. And I was so drunk and I was in a hotel and I ordered it to my apartment. And I was in a hotel and no one was in my apartment. So when I got back, there was just all this McDonald's. Oh God, that was so funny. You could order 1 tomato. Why are you showing me that? Large poke bowl, of course. What? Cucumber, onion, avocado, protein, grilled chicken breast. Yeah, over my protein choice number 2, salmon. Protein choice number 3, spicy tuna. Protein choice number 4, spicy tuna. I got two salmons and 2 spicy tunas. What else is there? Scallops, no. Tofu, garlic, yeah, for sure. Dragon's breath, extremely spicy. Oh, I'm scared. Garnish choice, black sesame seeds, no. Tempura flakes, yes please. Crispy sweet onion, please. Ginger, please. Green onion, yes. And no drink. Extra toppings. Extra imitation crab meat. My mouth is already watering. That's like the craziest thing. Meat at door, yes. And I have $15. Got my food. All right, bro. So combine that with a digital transaction, transfer 25%. You know what? Since you guys are here, I'll just put you right here. Let me make this video. This guy says, what do you think about the trades? Oh, what do I think about the trades? What do you feel about the trades? Do you feel as if they have the same demand? Let's say HVAC, it will always have a demand. When I went to Starbucks this morning, a barista served me my coffee. When I have a plumbing issue, I can't ask ChatGPT. And the crazy part is all of the people in the tech sector that ultimately built AI replaced themselves with AI. The thing the majority of the population doesn't understand is that the majority of the layoffs have been in the tech sector, not in blue collar or traditional trade skills, where there will always be a demand, and which is why I'm doubling down on my smog stations, because while society chases white collar jobs, you double down on what the masses don't do. That was a pretty good video, right? That was a pretty solid one. I just gotta edit it. While society chases white collar jobs, you double down on what the masses don't do. What do you feel about that? Was a good ass video, yo. Good shit, Aryan. Damn, my employee was late today because his thermostat or something at his house, it like blew up. And you know that shop that I always show you guys? He was late 2 hours, right? And we still did $822. I was still gonna make a video regardless. Yeah, I'm not one of those guys that like around with the, like if this shop is lower, I'm gonna show another shop, you know? I'm not gonna do that. This guy, like $833 and you're a few hours late? Like, that's crazy. Hold up, bro. Bitcoin's going up. My crypto's up. And I'm still down 10 grand. 16 grand. Day 12 of showing you how much one of my smog stations made and how much that net me. Make sure to follow along. I'm starting a series to show you how much that smog shop made at the end of the year and how much that overall net me. All right, I gotta take this clip outside, but I'll be back. All right. I have all this like scripted out. How much did the shop net or make? What was it? 822 minus $538. So now if we take the overall revenue of today, which is $822, minus my cost to operate for today, which is $538, this one smog station net me $284, and the best part is I didn't even leave my house. I really didn't. You've been here. Well, I left my house for the gym, but you know what I'm saying. So if you want me to walk you through my exact step-by-step blueprint for how I own and operate these profitable smog stations, DM me smog, let's talk. Yo, this backdrop, low-key, look at this. Who is this sexy guy? So, as you can see, I got this email at 5:11 p.m. So let's post that bad boy. Let me grab my food and I'll be back. Ooh, I'm excited. I got my pokey. Take it off, not to flex, bro. Dude, I'm hilarious, bro. All right, bro. Let me play my YouTube video. Let me eat. Let me show you. Hold on. Dun, dun, dun. Oh man, the spicy tuna is the fucking. Whatever. Ta-da! Ooh. right, let me eat, bro. But I haven't ate. My mouth is watering. I am salivating. All right, I'll eat and then I'll call you in a bit. Let me plug you in a charge too. All right, I love you. Bye. Hi, you cutie patooties. I just realized I haven't talked to you in a minute. It doesn't seem like a minute for you, but for me, it's been a while. I didn't do much, to be honest with you. One of my friends came over. We went to the hot tub, and that's basically it. And now I'm just waiting for my clothes. Well, I'm probably not gonna wait for them because there's an hour and a half left. But it's not 11 yet, so I'm like, you know what? Might as well, instead of scrolling on my phone, I'll just kind of wipe my stove down. Showed you the table, I think. Or I will show you it if you want. I don't know if I did or not, I don't know. I'm really tired because today, not only did I made like 20 something videos for Instagram. I told you guys I'm taking this shit serious. Like, I'm not around, you know? When I get into that mode of trying to accomplish something, my ego gets involved, and as I'm sure, I have a pretty freaking high ego, I'm not even gonna lie. It's been something I'm trying to, you know, work on occasionally, but sometimes you need your ego, you know? My ego doesn't allow me to be mediocre on Instagram because I'm not a mediocre guy. Does that make sense? Like, nothing about me and or my lifestyle, my life in general, screams mediocre. So I can't accept the fact that I'm not doing well on social media because, and you gotta have this conversation with yourself every time you're beginning to doubt yourself or you think you're not good enough or whatever the case is, right? What does the person in your industry that you wanna be successful in, like whatever that industry is, the person who's above you in that industry, let me be completely transparent with you, is not better than you. You know what I'm saying? Is not smarter than you, is not more talented than you realistically. I mean, it depends on the industry really, but you know, in most things that you think you're not good at, that person that's, you know, an industry leader in whatever set industry is not necessarily, you know, like better. They just tried more and they failed more in that industry, right? Like, so that's when your ego has to come in and be like, okay, well, I can't accept the fact that I'm not as good as them because, you know, and let me be open and honest with you guys. Like, I have friends in this industry, social media, like whatever, right? And I know these kids on a very personal level, like very, very personal level. You know, like I know their families, I know their upbringings, I know their whatever, right? So, and I know I'm better than these kids. I know I'm better because I've seen the rate at which they perform, right? So it's like, I know I'm better than that. And that's what frustrates me, and I genuinely get upset. Like sometimes, like I don't want to call it pouting because then I'm like kind of belittling myself. But like, let me be honest with you. Yeah, there are times where I'm like, what the fuck? Like I get very frustrated with myself because it's like, and I beat myself up. Maybe this isn't healthy, but you know, I really put myself down sometimes. Look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, you're a idiot. Like you're a piece of shit. You're not good enough. That only makes me more agitated with myself in a good way. Don't think it's like a destructive way where I'm like depressed or anything. No. That's not the case. Like I break myself to bring myself up, if that makes sense. That's a really difficult way of like putting it, but I don't know. I hope you get what I'm trying to say. Like I put myself down and I deliberately piss myself off to bring myself up overall. I don't know if that makes sense. That's kind of how I operate in my mind frame. I put myself down to bring myself back up. I purposely piss myself off sometimes a lot. Like I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, you're a f***ing bitch. Like, how are you not figuring this out? To the point where I start to obsess about that one thing. Maybe I am on the spectrum in that case, because when I start, I obsess, and when I start obsessing about something, I get kind of like, I get really weird about it. Like I genuinely don't stop like thinking about said thing, and call it unhealthy or call it, you know, autism, I don't know what you want to call it. Like, I don't even know what that gets categorized under, right? But I genuinely will not stop till I succeed in it. And that's exactly how it was with, you know, the smog business. And I guess, I mean, look at me now. That's how I was about a lot of things, actually. Like growing up too, I used to be like that with video games, and I was really good at video games, not just like a little bit. To the point where I remember like 2 years ago, my friends, all at my friend's house, like whatever, and they were like, dude, yeah, like let's play. Like my game was MW2. Like, bro, I don't care who you are in the comment section, I will fucking smoke you on a 1v1. Let's run it. 1v1, me, you, Rust, intervention, FMJ, brother. Sleight of hand, don't hard scope, don't do any of that bullshit. Commando, sleight of hand, bro, I'm cooking your ass. You know what I'm saying? We gotta put the health on minuscule too. You're cooked. To the point where I would play, like I was over at my friend's house and we would play, and he's like, oh bro, like there's no way you're beating me in MW2. Like that was my game. And this was after years of me not playing. Years, I'm talking probably 7 years of me not even touching an Xbox controller. Him and I played, all of my friends at the house were like, bro, what the like, how good were you in your prime? And I was fucking goated, bro. Like I beat, so it was a 3v1, it was a 2v1, it's 3 players, 2v1, both of them against me, and I murked them. They had 1 kill on me the whole game. So like, I don't know, I tend to obsess about those things a lot. If I really want something, I'll get it. It's just a matter of time. Call it manifestation, I don't know, call it whatever you want, bro. Call it whatever you want. Call it healthy, unhealthy, I don't really care. It's gotten me far in my life, and that's how you gotta be. You gotta obsess about it, you know? I obsess about something. Sometimes it's not very good. I mean, I'll admit, when I start cleaning, I start obsessing about like my house, like, and like the cleanliness of it. Sometimes I don't like that, you know, because sometimes I get sucked into that too hard, and then I start cleaning like random shit, bro. I start obsessing about it. That's how you gotta be. In order to succeed, you gotta, it has to be the only thing on your mind. Call me dumb, maybe, I don't know. I was listening to a podcast that said, you gotta start dimming your lights. Andrew Huberman, when you go into the phase 3 of the day, which is right now. So you gotta have your lights dim and all that. All right. Oh, let me show you my setup, okay? All right, fine. I'm actually so excited to show you. This is where you're gonna see me around 99% of the day from now on. Ta-da. It ain't much. It was supposed to have drawers and shit, but then I kind of rage quit and I threw the drawers and everything away. Cause this piece of shit took me like 2 hours to build. It's ridiculous, but it's cool, huh? And then, so this is my room now. I mean, you've seen my room the other way, but see, I think it looks a little bit nicer. I don't know, I kind of like it. Whatever. I'm gonna get one piece of art inside this entire house. So as you guys can see, let me show you my apartment. There's, besides that, but that's like a light, neon light. There's no art, okay? I'm not hanging this up. So if one of you guys wants it, there you go. That was supposed to go up there, but I like the whole clean, all white look, okay? Now, I ordered a Bugatti hat, which is going to get hung up right there, okay? So it's gonna be the first thing that I see when I wake up. Now, let me give you this quick story and then I'm gonna leave you to it, because I gotta go. The art of manifestation, I know I don't talk about this a lot, and I don't ever get into these kinds of topics. Obviously, I mean, you know, remind me tomorrow at 9 a.m. to go to Best Buy and get a wireless charging pad and a plug for the plugs with modem that have multiple slots. I gotta go to Best Buy. Look, I don't talk about manifestation and all that stuff a lot on this. You guys know I always keep it lighthearted, I keep it funny, I keep it cool, I keep it whatever. Listen, I'll tell you this, I manifested this. I'm not kidding when I say that. I manifested USC in the craziest way imaginable. I'll tell you why, and then I'll leave you, because that's gonna give you a background as to that Bugatti hat. A Snapchat memory popped up for me. This was right after not right after, but close to after the time that I graduated USC. Now I know I say I hate school and I hated school, it was a waste of time. It genuinely was. I did it for my parents, right? My dad especially. My dad dropped out in the 8th grade. So education was very big for him. That was the day that I feel like he just got proud. He was proud of me, he really was. Now, USC, you gotta understand, I come from a rough background, all right? I genuinely do. I wasn't a good kid growing up. Getting arrested, getting suspended, in-school suspension, Sunday school. I was in summer school all 4 years of high school. I was never a good kid. I genuinely was a bad kid to deal with, whether if you were my parent or, you know, a teacher of mine. I was just rude. I was above everything and everyone. That's how I felt. I was genuinely a kid with no future growing up. Like I had nothing going for me after high school. Now, in high school, a Snapchat memory of mine popped up, and it was my old room at my parents' house. And my setup was exactly the same. So imagine my bed was right there and I had a dresser right across my bed. Exactly where that Bugatti hat's gonna go, I had a dresser. Now, on top of that dresser, I would put some stuff on there. There was a USC hat on there that was my sister's. And I took it from her and I just put it on top of that dresser. And I remember some nights I would think to myself, like, God, I'm such a up. I would pray every night. I still try to pray every night. And I recommend you do the same, regardless of your God. And I would put that hat on that dresser and I would look at the hat some nights and I'd be like, God, my life is so up. Like, a kid like me has no future in this world. How will I make it? Like, will I ever be able to get into college? Will I ever be able to attain USC? Because the hat was right in front of me. Every night before I went to sleep and when I woke up, that hat was right there. Fast forward 3-4 years and I not only had admissions to USC, I had admissions to Berkeley, UCSD, SDSU. I mean, name it, I had an admission to. So why am I telling you this story? A, for you to get to know me just a little bit deeper, right? You're my best friend. My best friend. That's our song. But I don't talk about that enough, genuinely. I manifested this apartment, the weather, the lights, the view, the car, my life, my Amex Platinum. Like, it seems insignificant, but bro, I got that credit card at 21. Like, that's not light, you know? I manifested every single second of this. And then some. Well, obviously, there's some manifestations that haven't occurred yet, and I know they will, but just not yet. God doesn't deem me ready for those just yet, you know? Not that I won't be able to get it. So overall, why am I telling you this? That's something that I don't talk about a lot, and I'm not spiritual or I'm not whatever. Like, I'm not, sit there and listen to this audio that's going to unlock your new chakra. No. One takeaway from today that I want you to have is sit down genuinely on the side of your bed at the end of every night. We all have a bed. You're sleeping on the floor. I used to too, bitch. Crisscross applesauce. Sit down, crisscross applesauce. I don't care. If you don't have a bed, figure it out. Sit down and genuinely imagine your dream life. Sit down who you want to become. I genuinely thought of myself in this character. I thought of myself as a main character, and I genuinely, in my day-to-day life, I really am. As that guy. I thought of myself as that guy. And when I walk into a room now, people's energy just gets shifted towards you. You're that guy. I'm not saying I'm better than you. If anything, I started off worse. Imagine it. Sit down, imagine it. Do you want to eat at steakhouses? Imagine the flavors that you're going to consume. Feel the weight of the fork at that steakhouse. Bro, this is coming from a guy who used to pay his fucking gas in change. I go to a steakhouse a couple times a week and I don't even look at the bill. I'm just one guy. One guy. That's all I am. I was a kid with a vision and a dream. Look at what I sleep with, bro. Sometimes I genuinely sit here and I'm like, holy I'm no better than you. I swear to you. If anything, I'm dumber than you. I love you. I'm telling you this stuff. Genuinely. I say it from the bottom, genuinely, like from the depths of my heart. I say it to you because I want you to be in this position, if not higher. I want you to be higher than me. And you don't ever have to tell me. If you do, that would make my life. But I want it for you and your family. I'm telling you, I'm no different than where you are right now. If anything, I was lower than where you're at, on top of more problems, because I was dealing with outside forces too. Family, friends, they were talking shit. Family was talking shit. All that bullshit. Those are stories we'll get into another time. If you're down on your luck right now and you think you're not going to be able to make it, and you're stressed out, you got bills or you're in debt I've heard it all. Trust me, there is a light at the end of the tunnel far beyond your wildest imagination. I remember I was out with a group of my friends. Everyone got steak. We got caviar something. We got whatever. And it was like a $1,200 dinner. And I didn't even realize it was $1,200 because I just threw my card. I just threw my card. Sometimes my life doesn't even feel real. And imagine how much further I can take it. Now you're sitting there and you're thinking you're not gonna get out of it. When I was in handcuffs, getting my fingerprints, you didn't think I thought the same thing? I was 18, bro. I was 18, cuffed up like this. Oh, my triceps look good. Yeah. Let me give you my good tricep. I was 18 years old, head down. I remember the cop's hand was right here and he had my head down the whole time, just taking me. And I was just thinking there, I was sitting there on the back of the golf cart while they were transporting me from one side to the other side. And I was quiet the whole time. The cop was trying to ask me questions to kind of lighten the mood. He knew I was like this. I was sitting exactly like this, cuffed up. The cuffs were so tight. I remember that too. And I was just sitting there and I was like, and the golf cart was like bumping up and down and I was just going and my head was just, I was like in shock. I was like, what the fuck did I do? And I was just there. And I remember he didn't take the fucking cuffs off when I was taking the pictures either. And my mugshot was like this. And I remember and he took the cuffs off, brought it to the fingers. He had to do the fingerprint and then he put the ink and then like went like that. And I was like, I remember coming back and I was just like, I sat down and I was like, fuck. My life was over. I thought my life was over. Before it even started, my life. I thought my life was over before it started. Now I touch $100,000 cash and it doesn't mean shit to me. And you're sitting there and you think you can't get out of it? Coming from a kid who graduated with a 2.3, what more do I have? How am I better than you? Coming from a kid who was 220, who was fat as no future. Nobody looked at him, nobody would spit at him. Now I got girls in my DMs hitting me up. I get to drive the best cars. I get to eat at the best restaurants and not even care. It's another Tuesday. Yesterday I went to a steakhouse and I didn't even think about it. What? You know what I mean? Sometimes I surprise myself. You will get here and even above here, further than here. You have to believe in you. I can't be sitting here and talking to you. You have to know it. You have to manifest it. You have to feel it. Feel the steak knife when you're cutting into your fucking ribeye, in your $150 fucking ribeye. You feel it when you order market price caviar. What's market price? The price fluctuates. That's how, in case you don't know, some items on the menu don't even have a price because the market keeps going up and down. Black truffle, white truffle, market price. You don't even know how much it is. Just bring it out. You know what I'm saying? That's coming from a kid who was like this, getting pushed around. That same kid graduated with a 2.3. That same kid, that's the same kid who's sitting here with this fucking view now. That's me, bro. I don't even believe it sometimes. And you're sitting there in a decent house with a decent family, supportive family, decent friends, people that love you, people that care for you, and you think you can't make it? Impossible. How can you lose? You got you by your side. How can you lose? With me, I had nobody by my side. I had God by my side, and I still didn't lose. How could I lose when I got God by my side? I just proved to myself. I just proved, God told me, look, I gave you an able body. Figure out the rest. Figure out the rest, kid. Go for it. I'm ranting, but I tell you this stuff because sometimes I shock myself. Sometimes I don't even know how to thank God because of how far, we've ran this shit up and we're still gonna keep going. I feel like I'm just starting. Yeah, that's the craziest part. The more success you have, you feel like, holy I didn't know that, really, all this time? That's what I was, concerned about or stressed about. I swear to you, I feel like I literally just started my business yesterday. I wake up every day hungrier than the next. I swear to God. Manifestation, people. Manifestation, dreaming, desiring, feeling. Feel the sun on you. Wherever your dream vacation is, Dubai. That's coming from a kid that was paying gas with coins, bro. Tomorrow, I could go to Dubai tomorrow, and I choose not to. I could get a private jet to Dubai tomorrow if I wanted to. I don't want to. I choose to work now. That's coming from that. Obsess about your life. Talking about obsession, that kind of comes in. Obsess about your dream life. You're no different than me. You're better than me, and you're gonna go further, okay? There you go. With that being said, my hair is all crazy. I'm giving you a motivational talk. I'm pissed. With that being said, my dear friend, my companion, my brother in arms, my sidekick, the Robin to my Batman. I don't know. You get what I'm trying to fucking say. I love you. And with that being said, all good things must come to an end. And that concludes yet another day in the life of an entrepreneur. And if you'll give me the honor of joining me tomorrow, I'd be more than grateful to have you there. Manifest. I love you. Good night.